Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. I'm Davia Chambers. Today we're coming to you from this ultra-modern, eclectic twist of a villa here in the village of Lambo, Villa 513. It is our location today as we update you on our action-packed week over the next half hour. So stay with us to get all the details and we'll get started with this week's headlines. The scintillating production of Bitter Cassava culminates at Queen's Hall in Trinidad with the president among the audience. Northeast Tobago is now officially part of UNESCO's World Network of Biosphere Reserves. We have the highlights from the inauguration ceremony. The Tobago Agribusiness Development Company is working towards efficiency and profitability. And later, entrepreneurs in the East get a boost as the BizPop business pop-up shop returns. We have all these stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us. Welcome back to Let's Talk Tobago. The play Bitter Cassava was written by Dr. Lester Wilkinson, and a recent national tour deservedly returned the stage production to the spotlight thanks to the Tobago Performing Arts Company, or TPAC. The tour closed with a sold-out show attended by several well-known faces, including President Paula May Weeks and a diplomatic corps of ambassadors. We have highlights in this story. It tells a story with themes of love,
my wife and I,
pain, rejection, Bitter Cassava, written by Dr. Lester Ifibo Wilkinson and performed nationally by the Tobago Performing Arts Company, tells the story of Samuel Blondell. He's been in a common law relationship with Justina for 3 years, but suddenly gets smitten with Betty Lou. Justina finds herself out of the house. She retaliates by putting a curse on the new couple, and what follows brings consequences for all involved.
My demeanor is not an aggressive one, right? So I really, as what my fellow friend Mohammed had said, you have to find that in yourself. And it was really difficult to hold on to that and treat women with that kind of aggression. So it took a lot. The process was tedious.
The message to take away from Bitter Cassava is to really truly understand the importance of the community and the voice that the community has and the impact. And for Justina, love our women regardless.
The play embraces Tobago's culture through dance, music, and song.
We needed something that was close to home. I knew about the play for a relatively long time, but it's those types of stories, it's that type of story that could resonate in any community, in any village, in any place.
So I arranged and wrote the scores, so the vocal arrangements, working with the cast, as well as the score writing and working with the players, the musicians, and then bringing that all together in a synergy and working with sound as well to make sure it really sounds good.
TPAC took the play nationally, performing at an Aparima Bowl in South Trinidad and bringing the curtains down at Queen's Hall on June 4th.
We wanted to share with you a wonderful treasure that we have found, something that we have found for quite a while. Tobago has always been known as a place with a very rich cultural heritage. Tobago was always known for its contributions in the performing arts, and here we are finally deciding that we are going to not just monetize that, but we are going to share that with the rest of the world. And who better to start sharing that with than with our friends and family here in Trinidad.
Bitter Cassava, as much as the chief said maybe, it was an experimental number, I kind of knew what we were getting into. And it was just for the rest of the world to catch up and see what we really have in our bosom in Tobago. And we have excellence in our bosom in Tobago.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud. Because for those who know, we came through some very uncertain times, and we felt it was important to show the rest of Tobago and the country what we can do.
So what did supporters think? The performance definitely touched the hearts of many. President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, was also present at the production.
it's bitter, and I enjoyed it very much. The music was great, and the dancing was great, and the story was great. So it was a beautiful evening, and I think a very good promotion for Tobago.
Bitter Cassava was a great experience. I love the production, I love the set, I love the music, everything. It was wonderful. I saw that the actors and the actresses, they put their heart on the stage, and I respect that.
I thoroughly enjoyed the production. It was just fresh and exciting. I love how real the actors were. You felt the emotions, you felt what they were experiencing, and so for an actor to be able to do that was incredible.
The Taste of Tobago Micro Market was also featured at the Garden Theatre of Queen's Hall. The Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition is back. This long-standing prestigious event showcases Trinidad and Tobago's rich social and multicultural diversity. The Tobago preliminaries were held on June 7th and 8th at Signal Hill Secondary School, as you'll see in this story by Ryan McCool. Have a look.
It was an enthralling return for the cultural arts to the competitive stage. Bringing greetings on behalf of the Department of Culture was Acting Cultural Officer 2, Jesse Taylor. He says he's proud to see the strides Tobagonian participants have made in the Best Village competition over the years.
I have witnessed the emergence of the creative ecology. I have taken note of the numerous participants in Tobago who have set and raised the bar in various aspects of this competition. For practitioners continues to utilize this as a nucleus for sustainability, preservation, and education, blending harmoniously with other key elements and staples and activities on this island, essentially making it the diverse wealth of innovators and entrepreneur that we now boast of.
Also happy to see the return of the staging of Tobago's culture was Secretary Tashia Boris.
This competition represents the best opportunity to record and preserve the development of our historical and environmental sites throughout the island. This serves as an additional avenue for creation of noteworthy content, showcasing our island's cultural offerings as part of our continued tourism trust. Our sincere hope is that the togetherness and camaraderie fostered during this competition would inspire our communities to continuously support, participate, and keep alive our traditions and culture in an organic and structured manner.
Following formalities were the Tobago folk presentations. They started with the literature categories, dramatized literature, folk musicals, the Larian Reveille category, and dance.
My name is not even Candace. Why I have to live like this? And how you thought I was stush when we first meet? You barely just glimpsed me coming up the street.
Oh, wait. That I get function at church. No. Don't let everybody have to wait.
Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, yeah. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Here I come and me go.
Get to this bush magnet in your hair, rub up the saddle, and give it to drink it, and treat it stand. You will tell me better.
To catch the highlights of this year's Tobago preliminaries of the Prime Minister's Best Village competition, visit the Facebook page of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
Northeast Tobago is now officially a part of a global family that seeks to promote sustainable links between people and their natural environment, the UNESCO Man and the Biosphere program. As the program marked 50 years, fitting celebrations were held in Tobago at the Western Hemisphere's oldest rainforest reserve. Omadara Mills brings us this story.
Tobago's Main Ridge Forest Reserve is the oldest legally protected tropical rainforest in the world. It's also one of the global sites for the celebration of UNESCO's Man and the Biosphere program's 50 years of existence. The celebrations included the unveiling of a commemorative sculpture by local artist Tommy Roberts. as well as the showing of a short video titled New Horizons. They allowed Northeast Tobago to showcase its progress and the abundance of opportunities. Northeast Tobago was designated a Man under the Biosphere Reserve by UNESCO in October of 2020. It is among 727 selected regions under UNESCO's Man under the Biosphere MAB program. Local stakeholders, including the Environmental Research Institute of Charlottesville, ERIC, and Castara Tourism Development Association, appreciate the benefits MAB status holds for the island.
The Man on the Biosphere achievement can be used as a tool to heighten the awareness and importance of environmental protection and conservation.
We all can look forward to designing, implementing, and participating in projects and programs that improve tourism, create more healthy and affordable food, create jobs, build climate change resilience, provide educational opportunities for our youth, and let us enjoy our beautiful Northeast Tobago together with family and guests.
The Northeast Tobago MAB Reserve includes the Main Ridge Forest Reserve, along with 15 surrounding communities. Little Tobago, St. Giles Island, and Goat Island are all a part of this reserve, alongside several wetland and marine ecosystems. THA, central government, and UNESCO officials think that the protection and preservation of areas like Northeast Tobago is everyone's obligation. This is because our natural environment contributes to the country's overall development.
I believe it is obvious that all of us that wise use of the environment is not incompatible with Trinidad and Tobago's push towards diversified economic and social development. The 2018 National Environmental Policy articulates the priorities determined by the people of Trinidad and Tobago as critical to achieving environmental sustainability and ultimately sustainable development.
We have a responsibility as an island to protect our environment. The beauty of the Man and the Biosphere designation is that it is not as stringent as you think it is. It encourages living in harmony with the environment. It says that you have this wonderful thing, we have this wonderful thing. We ought to protect it and we ought to monetize it. We ought to use it and use it well.
The UNESCO MAB program's celebrations at the Main Ridge Rest Stop facility in Bloody Bay coincided with World Environment Day and World Oceans Day. These two occasions are observed in the month of June. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
So we have to take a break, but do not go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. Villa 513 boasts luxury and comfort. It features 4 ensuite bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, 2 powder rooms, and walk-in closets. The main master bedroom is even equipped with its own jacuzzi. The villa features modern appliances throughout, and its kitchen is well equipped and stylish with a quartz countertop finish. Thanks for staying with us. They raised their goats with vitality on Easter Tuesday, and recently they got their rewards for all of the hard work. The prize-giving ceremony for Taste of Buku took place at the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex recently, and we're happy to share with you all the winners.
Andre Thomas walked away as the winner of the Champ of Champs at the 2022 Taste of Buku in April. He collected his check at the recent prize-giving ceremony for the event. Andre also collected prizes for 2 other races. The event was hosted by the Tobago House of Assembly. In reliving the day, Administrator in the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Sherry-Ann Edwards-Louis, says patrons got more than just a taste.
What started off as a taste of buku turned into a mouthful, a whole meal, and it resonated in the appetites of persons in Tobago, Trinidad, and beyond. I want to thank the Chief Secretary for his leadership, because at one point it was felt that this could not happen. But the Chief Secretary, as he usually does, made a commitment that nothing would detract from Tobago becoming the greatest little island on the planet.
Other winners included Elijah Irvin, champion jockey; Kyle Joseph, race number 2, second place; Roy Hackett, prizes for race number 5, third place, and race number 6, second place; Anthony Horsford, prizes for race number 4 and 5 other races; Cuthbert Alexander, prizes for 2 C1 races and 1 C2 race; while Neil Potts was awarded for winning 3 races.
Countries that have traditions that are kept alive for generations, it's only done by deliberate effect and deliberate effort. And so when I saw the passion exhumed from Mr. Ndubisi Hall and Mr. Horsford, I knew that this was a serious undertaking, and so the rest is history.
We want to say special thanks to the Chief Secretary, Mr. Farley Chavez Agustin, Assemblyman Mr. Sonny Gregg, Mr. Terence Baines, and all the other members of the Tourism and Cultural Committee who helped to make this event a success.
Taking third spot for Champ of Champs was Leroy Kerr, while Anthony Clark placed 4th. Mr. Clark also had the champion goat. Meanwhile, Hayden Moses took the prize for the winner of the Derby. Rudolph James managed to capture 2nd position and Damian Dare 3rd. Mr. Courtney Potts took 4th place and champion owner. Chief Secretary Honorable Farley Augustin says a decision has been made to return part of the proceeds to the Goat Owners Association,
so that you all will be able to do some development work with among yourselves. And we had a sellout crowd, a sold out crowd for Boko. So much so that at some point the police started saying, look, you can't take anyone else inside. And it is a testament of how enduring the sport is.
The Chief Secretary is urging the goat owners to find a way to host goat races more than just once per year.
The area is just full of people every single weekend. And I think we shouldn't miss the opportunity to convert that into some earnings on a regular. And so we need to sit and think, and maybe sit among yourselves and think of what can we do on a long weekend, on a Sundays when everybody is there, before Sunday school starts in the evening, before the pan side strikes up. What can we do to facilitate some races?
A taste of Buku was held on Easter Tuesday. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
With a new board comes new ideas. That's certainly the case for the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, or TADCO. It's shaking things up to improve the efficiency and profitability of the company and to benefit the agro-entrepreneurs they serve. Omadara Mills and cameraman David Jacob met up with TADCO's chairman to find out how things are shaping up. Here's more.
The Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, TADCO, is on the track to transforming the way business is done at this state enterprise. TADCO is undergoing several changes to make the company more profitable, upgrade its infrastructure, and improve its operations. It started with an adjustment to the company's rental rates for dry goods and cold storage. TADCO's chairman, Ricardo Alfred, says it's been a collaborative process.
As of July this year, it will be $6 per square foot. The following year, it will be $8, and another year, it will be $10, which was accepted by both parties, both us and the tenants. The cold storage, it moved from the lowest bins will be like $300 plus VAT, so $337.50, and for a daily storage, it will be like I think it's $15 plus VAT. So it actually worked out good. having the conversation, they were happy.
And Tadco's 50-plus clients are benefiting from other amenities.
On the compound, you get 24-hour security, sufficient parking for the clients, in a safe compound, clean, and your vehicle is safe, your commodity is safe. So we felt that we are offering much more than what the average wholesale rental is offering, especially with the cold storage, because we offer ice service up to 10 in the night. So, and we open that, and that's 7 days a week.
Mr. Alfred says these changes are geared towards boosting agribusiness in Tobago.
The new realignment is to assist the farmer and the agro-processor by making them more viable. We want to help them develop their products. So the money is going to be going there. We can't be using the state funds to be paying bills. It doesn't really work well with the farmer and the agro-processor. We are have to assist the farmer in developing the agro-processor in terms of getting this product out there. There's going to be a lot of changes coming that will help them in a very large way.
Tadco plans to provide more rental spaces to potential clients. The company is also working with Nuvo Farms Limited to establish a modern agro and meat packing facility in Tobago. In addition, the Trinidad-based company will support Tadco's efforts to produce dasheen and cassava flours for sale in Trinidad and the region. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Now, the accumulation of sargassum seaweed along Tobago's coast usually poses a challenge for residents and tourism stakeholders around this time of year. But a public-private partnership on the island is exploring options to repurpose the seaweed into a revenue earner. We have more details in this story. Listen up.
It's a major eyesore with an unbearable odor that restricts use of the beach. But if you take a different view, like Mr. Sean Roberts, who coordinates the Tobago Recycling Resource Initiative, TRRI, sargassum seaweed can be a profitable resource.
We here from the private sector have decided to come together to kickstart the Try ASAP cleanup, and one of the farmers have actually donated their property to serve as the sargassum field station, where a lot of research and development is going to take place with the multiple applications of the sargassum in processing it and reusing it.
Tackling heavy deposits of sargassum along the Atlantic coast is a challenging job. That's why the PPP of Recycling Waste Logistics, the Green Fund, the EMA and the THA have engaged assistance from the Ministry of National Security's Civilian Conservation Corps.
We are here not about just offering skills to trainees. We also do conservation, agriculture, skills. So today, like a normal day, just a day of fun for the trainees here.
The TRRI initiative ASAP Alleviate Sargassum Action Program is providing relief from seaweed, along with a sustainable human capital and jobs.
We actually developing our program for waste and recycling as part of their curriculum. So that is where the trainees are going to be exposed to climate change, sargassum management, sargassum processing, solid waste, recovery and recycling. And they will have access to our facilities, the one in Shore Park and even the newly established one in Trinidad.
After being heaped, the sargassum was safely removed by the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development to locations designated for treatment of the seaweed.
Part of where we have at the field station, that is going to be a lot of the different processes of the sargassum into dry fertilizers, even to liquid fertilizers as well. As I mentioned before, that I have a colleague in Usha who actually reuses it as the liquid sargassum leachate as fertilizers.
TRRI is inviting all interested to join the ASAP initiative to aid in the strategic removal and management of the seaweed. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
In our final story, we take you to the BizPop pop-up shop. Stay with us to find out where this event took place. We'll tell you right after this break when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us. During your stay at Villa 513, you can bask in this 24 feet glass front living space that's covered to make it perfect for entertaining. Villa 513 has all the ingredients for your next unforgettable vacation. Guests can even soak up some sweet Tobago sunshine on the lower level living space, which features an open deck lap pool. Tobago East was not left out of the excitement of the BizPop pop-up shop. This is where entrepreneurs, primarily from East Tobago, were able to showcase their goods. The fair was hosted at the Sid Gray Sporting Complex in Roxborough. In our final story, Kian Walker-Hazel tells us how it all went down. Have a look.
26 Tobago entrepreneurs got the opportunity to network and to promote their goods and services at the second BizPop Business Pop-Up Shop Fair recently. The fair was launched in 2019 but was put on hold due to the pandemic. The pop-up shop format helps business owners to introduce new product lines, test new markets, or generate awareness for their products or causes. The fair's founder and director, Justin Stewart, believes initiatives like this are important for businesses in East Tobago.
Second year, it came after the first time we had it was 2019, but we had the lull with COVID-19 and stuff, but it gave us some time to really prepare, right? So it's more of an experience. BizPop is a pop-up shop, but it's also a chance for entrepreneurs to connect with each other. It gives them exposure. You know, for example, having persons like you all here to really shine a light on them. I saw the cameraman going around and going one by one. This is a chance for persons to get their names put out there, right? So persons can know that, hey, Tobago has a lot to offer, and this is just a chance for them to show it.
The vendors were also pleased for the opportunity, especially with this event being held in the East.
I think it's very important for us to understand that it's all of Tobago. You know, a lot of pop-up shops take place down in the West, and this is actually like the first big pop-up shop night market, so I'm really excited to be a part of it, and it's already a success.
We are intimidated by a large dream. We are intimidated by doing more than just going to a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 4. And we feel as though because we may not have a name or we may not come from specific backgrounds that we cannot accomplish, but we can. We can accomplish, and just try. Start something. If you have a passion for anything, sewing, you have a passion for cleaning something, you have a passion for creating, do that, because somebody will notice and you will succeed.
The pop-up shop fair was held at the car park of Sid Gray Complex in Roxborough. I'm Kian Walker-Hazel for Let's Talk Tobago.
So we've come to the end of yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information on Villa 513, you can contact A King Enterprise Limited at 355-1680. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and fantastic week. We leave you with a montage of the Taste of Tobago micro market. Do enjoy.
You wanna see good food making, you wanna see jamming down, you wanna see culture display, I'll show you where to come. Tobago is dragon boating, blue food making, heritage, carnival shaking, yes, come to Sweet Tobago Festival. Put a smile on your face when you move
moving from place to place, place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
A hearty good morning to you and welcome. It's Youth Wednesday and I am Aliyah Holder. We are coming to you live from the Port Mall and you can see Tobago Updates Youth Wednesday morning show on M&E TV, YouTube, Smash Radio 91.9, Facebook and TobagoUpdates.com. I am Aliyah Holder.
And I am Janae Campbell, your dynamic youth host. It's really indeed a blessed day, Aliyah.
Good morning, Johnny. I don't know how you come out of bed, but I need some sleep in this kind of cool, nice, subtle weather.
Don't we all?
Yes, because this weather is for your bed to be under cover. So, like from today, you can start to cough because you know tomorrow is the holiday, and then Friday we do need to come out to it. But tell us, what has been happening in this space in Tobago? Like, what caught your eye over the weekend? Going on?
Well, Ali, I just found out that there will be jazz in Speyside this weekend. Utopia, wow. And you know, some of the popular names include Jam Melody, Sharon Phillips, our very own. Ali, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm glad that we see that the cultural sector and the performing sector is really coming back and is coming to give us the shows that we are accustomed to and are bringing the entertainment to the people of Tobago and Trinidad, and you could probably say to the wider world. So I'm really glad.
After 2 years, I expect that these promoters will be on their back and drop our events every single week to keep us on our toes. And as we have Utopia Saturday, which is free, and then we have it on Sunday with special guests such as Patrice Roberts and very of our own soca artists, some more of our own soca artists from the Isle of Trinidad coming, but that is a paid event, and that's Father's Day as well. And I heard that we have a lot more things happening on the island, and as we're on the topic of Father's Day, happy Father's Day to my dad, firstly, of course, and happy Father's Day to every other father out there. We're wishing you a early happy Father's Day, and we hope that this weekend is really enjoyable for you guys, and we hope that the women do treat you all well.
Yes, indeed. I really hope that your spouses really do treat you well, right? You know, it's really good to appreciate our fathers. You know, they complain that they don't get enough appreciation. So really, I would really want to encourage all the children, all the spouses, all the nieces, nephews to really appreciate those father figures in their lives.
All right. And as we close that topic, let's go over to Jani, who is actually sitting right beside me with news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Aliyah. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Wednesday, 15th of June. In our top story, water service to improve. Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, is assuring Tobagonians that they will receive improvements in their water supply. Gonzalez was responding to a question in the Senate yesterday regarding the reliability of water supply in the country. He said the Tobago Water Supply Improvement Program will be rolled out in the upcoming months, and Tobagonians can experience increased supplies of water. Meanwhile, the minister announced that within the last few months, WASA has improved their 24-hour water supply to the country from 30% of the customers to 40%. In other news, no agreement. There was no agreement between the Communication Workers Union and TSTT about restructuring and laying off workers. TSTT says they had several meetings with the union over the past 4 months where matters of restructuring were discussed. They claim there was consensus on the way forward. However, Secretary General of the CWU, Clyde Elder, refutes those claims. He says even though the matter was brought up in the meetings, the union never agreed to TSTT's decisions. 2 weeks ago, 468 workers received termination notices and over 40 workers in Tobago were affected. Lastly, in this report, 4% not enough. The Chief Personnel Officer has increased the offer for salary increase to police officers from 2% to 4%. Last month, the CPO proposed an offer of 2% to all public officers for the period 2014 to 2021. Unions joined together and protested this proposal. However, the offer was not decided upon as negotiations are ongoing with all unions separately. Police officers are the only union so far to be offered a higher proposal, and they are not in agreement. Several other unions are scheduled to meet with the CPO later this week, and they all agree that they are not prepared to accept a 4% offer. This was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you very much, Johnny. And might I say, she's indeed a very, very eloquent and fluid newsreader. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Alia.
Loving this news voice. The voices has changed from the morning show to news, and it's amazing, really amazing. But, Johnny, tell us, what do we have for birthdays this morning on the lineup?
Yes, we have a lot of birthdays this morning. I'm waiting for them to show it on the screen.
This is Bevon Brown. Happy birthday to you from the entire Tobago Updates family, from your family, and we do wish that you have an amazing day today.
Next up, we have Miss Princess Devines. Happy birthday to you. I'm sorry Dwayne was not here to sing you all happy birthday.
And finally, we have Mr. Patrick Shepherd. Happy birthday to you with that bright smile. Wishing that you have an indeed brighter day today from the Tobago Updates family and from your family indeed.
Alia, I feel next time you have to prepare a spoken word for us. You know, a short, maybe a little 6-line presentation to tell these persons happy birthday. We have to utilize our talents in this studio.
Fine, Johnny, always trying to put me on the spot. When I not putting Dwayne on the spot, Johnny put me on the spot. What kind of scene is that? But okay, next Wednesday I will have it down back for the show for that.
Lovely, we do look forward to it.
So on the rundown this morning, guys, we have a packed rundown for you guys with informative information for the youth and by extension the whole of Tobago. So on the rundown this morning, we have Ms. Giselle Davis coming to talk to us about helping our young farmers. And indeed, we know that agriculture is a struggling economy in Trinidad and Tobago, more so in Tobago. So we will really be intrigued to hear what she has to say to help our young people get into farming and also inspire those young farmers who are feeling on the back burner to continue doing what they possess and love. Who else do we have on the rundown, Johnny?
Viewers and our listeners, when last have you all attended a laugh show? On this rundown, we have Mr. Leslie Paulson and Glenroy Waldron coming to speak to us about Daddy Laughner, a laugh show that will be held on Father's Day. So come on, viewers, you have to stay tuned because they are coming to really give you some dynamic and really important information about this show.
And last but not least, on the rundown with us this morning is Mr. Rondell Moses, who is coming to talk to us about Assemblyman Megan Morrison's car meet and fun day, which takes place this weekend. So ensure, guys, after you finish laugh, to come to the car meet and have a fun day. And that's it for us until we come back. Remember to share the life, share the life, share the life.
And look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning.
Opulence Promotion takes you to a musical paradise with Utopia. On Sunday, June 19th, the Buku Historical Park would come alive from 2 to 10 p.m. as TNT's most versatile jazz, reggae, soca, and Afrobeat artists grace the stage. Indulge in Tobago's rich cuisine and be captivated by pieces from Tobago's creative artisans at Utopia, a hybrid jazz experience, a fusion of music, food, and art. Tickets available online at islandetickets.com, in stores at Penny Saver Supermarket Canaan, Guy's AutoZone, Pure Vanity Lowlands. Call 716-6797 for more information.
Feeling drained, tired or ill? Jumpstart your health journey at Swift International Majuba Trace Lifestyle Center with our New Start Weekend. Date June 16th to the 20th. Venue number 12 Majuba Trace, Goodwood, Tobago. Explore the 8 laws of health. New Start. Enjoy delicious and nutritious meals from our Back to Eden restaurant. Get in your sunshine, water, air and exercise with our nature tours. Treat yourself to any of our therapies, body scans, hydrotherapy, sauna, massage, and much more. Learn more about maintaining your overall health all weekend long. Special package deals available. Don't miss out. Call and book now. For more information, you can contact us at 635-1923 or 49 Swift 7-9438.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Happy Father's Day. Looking for that gift dad would really love? Well, this one's for you. Craftsman's Corner is having a massive tool sale and expo. Friday 10th and Saturday 11th June. Discounts, giveaways, tool demos, and lots more. Just build Craftsman's Corner. Happy Father's Day. Upgrade Dad's tool shed with our wide selection of hand and power tools. Visit Craftsman's Corner, 24 Sincere Street, Canaan. Just build it.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome back to Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays. I am Aliyah Hola, and this morning we have a very, very dynamic woman sitting with us this morning. Her name is Giselle Davis from the Division of Agriculture, and this morning she's going to talk to us about the incentives for youth in agriculture. Good morning to you. Oh, yeah, she's my auntie. I'm going to say Auntie Giselle. Good morning, Auntie Giselle. How are you?
Good morning, Ali. I am doing just fine today. What about you?
I am fine, indeed. Besides the weather wanting to sleep, I'm okay.
Okay.
So, tell us, what are some of the incentives there are for youth in agriculture thus far?
Well, Ali, the incentives that the division offers are geared towards all persons with an interest to agriculture. Specifically to youth, we have the new Youth in Agriculture incentive. That incentive allows persons between the ages of 17 to 40 with formal training in the sector to access the program. All right, so for example, a young person like yourself with an interest, let us say you want to get into rabbit production, and what you first have to do, of course, is provide us with your business plan, all right, and show us your startup costs and all of that. You must, of course, show us some form of interest, meaning that you will have to already invested in your project.
But what about those youths who don't have the ability or the access to actually develop a business plan? They have the idea of going into agriculture, some type of agriculture, but they don't know how to necessarily format a business plan. Do you all have programs for that, or do you all have persons who help them do that?
I would not want to say no, but the answer is not generally yes. However, we will direct them to other units that we collaborate with to offer that service as well.
And also, as a youth, how do I apply for some of these incentives?
Right, first of all, anyone who is willing to access the incentive program must first be a registered farmer with the division. All right, so once you're a registered farmer and you have land tenure, now that's a difference in owning land. Before it was you must own land. Now you must have land tenure, meaning that the land could belong to me and I can give you permission via an affidavit supported by the relevant land documents to operate your farm on my holding. So first, registration, you must have land tenure, and of course you must be actively farming.
And for those youths who just have the idea of, agriculture is on the back line, and we just know that we want to get into agriculture because we want to help the economy, what are some parts of agriculture that are easy to get into and easy to flourish? We know that every sector is hard, but what are those that are just catchy and I don't have to spend all this money and I can just go and I will get help and I will go?
Well, from where I sit, the incentives that we offer is a nice backdrop to all of that, because look at it like this. Once you're a registered farmer, and I'm hoping that in sometime in the future we could probably change the name to farm operators, so that persons don't think that it is because I can't find anything else to do, I'm going to do farming, because it is arguably one of the most needed sector in society. So therefore, what you first have to do is understand the part you're going to play in the whole in society, so to speak, and understanding that agriculture is one of the most viable one, as I would have mentioned earlier. There and then, what we do, we encourage persons to just get started. Get started. So, for example, you want to do a nursery, you do your research. We have the Kendall Farm School that offers training. So you can get if you don't have formal training or previous training, you could, access that through the Kendall Farm School.
The process when you apply and all these things, how long does it take actually for the incentives?
Well, we have a number of incentives that have a number of different criteria, right?
Could you explain some of them?
All right, some of the incentives that we offer are equipment and machinery. And when I say equipment and machinery, we speak to items like brush cutters, rakes, wheelbarrows, all of those. Then we have water for agriculture, so we have water pumps, ponds, wells, dams. We have tractors. We have incentive for housing and infrastructure that covers poultry, rabbit production, pigs, sheep and goats. We have incentive in the area of vehicles for agriculture, and you name it, Alia, we have it. Packaging, material, post-harvest and marketing, all those things are available. But of course, you must be actively farming. Must.
So how do you know if someone is actively farming? I can just come and say, I farm every day, I farm every 2 weeks.
It brings us back to the process. So once you are registered, as I mentioned earlier.
But there are registered farmers who don't farm actively.
I won't beat up my farmers this morning. But as you rightly said, yes, they may be inactive for a little bit. But we have a number of extension officers, because we have 8 extension districts in Tobago, and each district is assigned an officer who is our verifying personnel. So once you make an application, whether for incentive or registration, it must be verified by an officer.
We're leaning on the officers to ensure that these farmers are actively farming, so that the necessary information comes back to the division and these incentives go out accordingly. Last question to you is, what advice do you have for young people who see farming as nothing productive? Just that's something old people just do. I don't need to get into that.
What I would advise us young persons, let me jump on the bandwagon of being young here. is to change our mindset where agriculture is, where farming is concerned. If you look at the value chain or even the stages of development, where does food lie on that? We must eat, right? So therefore, that alone should give you an inspiration to become a part of something that is most meaningful. So young persons who are unsure of what if they should get involved in agriculture, I would say to you, yes, you should. All right, I'm asking the persons that may have lands available. You know, you can enter into an agreement with a Leah and stuff like that, so she could, you know, become a part of our incentive program and really become a part of our food security and self-sustainability initiatives.
So while you were talking, I got 2 questions. So what qualifies a land to be farming land? Because I could have a piece of land and it not necessarily fit the criteria to be farmland.
All right. So that's where our extension officers will come in, right? They are able to give you advice where that is concerned. However, it is not best practice because you don't want to have people say, well, John told me not to plant here because it's too rocky, or John told me not to plant here because X, Y, Z, and then we have a blame game coming along. All right, but it is always good to seek advice. You know, you could do your soil testing and stuff like that. The division is there to, you know, afford persons the advice and guidance that is much needed.
Right. And finally, tell Tobago, tell Trinidad, tell the Caribbean, how do they get to apply for this? Where do they go? What's the contact number?
Right, so we are located down at Shervan Complex, is Milsherv, corner of Shervan and some corner. Our numbers are 639, please forgive me, it's kind of relatively new. 639-1966, our extensions are 3584, 3586. And we encourage you to come and have a conversation with us. Do not stand idly by and allow persons to tell you, well, you know what, I didn't get through, so you wouldn't get through. Come and have your own experience with the Division of Food Security.
All right. So thank you very much, Ms. Davis. And we go on to good stuff with Onala Walker, who bagged five gold medals for Trinidad and Tobago at the Pan American Age Group Swimming Championships, which was held at the National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Cuba, from June 2nd to 5th. The YMCA Aqua Warriors member was the lone Tobagonian on the national team contingent of 33. The championships featured 230 swimmers from 17 countries. Walker splashed to 3 gold and 2 silver medals at the 4-day meet, and also established a new national record in 100 meters backstroke final. Congratulations to you, Onala, and continue winning and carrying your mom's flag high and the flag of Tobago, and of course I won't forget the flag of Scarborough Secondary School. Congratulations to you, and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Pre-qualification notice deadline 30th June 2022. The Tobago Regional Health Authority (TRHA) is updating its current list of pre-qualified contractors, suppliers, consultancy firms and sole traders to ensure compliance with the mandate of the procurement regulations of Trinidad and Tobago. All interested contractors and suppliers desirous of entering into business arrangements with the TRHA are invited to engage in the pre-qualification of suppliers registration process. For more information, visit the following link: trha.page.link/tenders.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Looking for plants for your garden or even a thoughtful gift for a friend? We at Eden Nurseries are waiting to welcome you with our affordable prices and variety of indoor and outdoor plants, flowers, palms, soil blends, pots, landscaping services, maintenance, irrigation services, and water features. Visit our garden shop and nursery Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. located at the back of Orange Hill Gas Station, Shore Park, Tobago. Or call us 639-0776 and let us help you bring your garden to life.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
There's a taste in the air everywhere. Feel the vibe cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you up. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy your treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
So that right here at the Emporium, you cannot go wrong. Everything that you could think about is right here at the Emporium. You know that. Dad love nice home, and they also love to cook in the kitchen, especially the men over here, right? The Tobago men. They love to cook. So we have all different types of pots. We have your meat board, we have your bowls, we have graters, we have all the different silicone items, right? And all the different gadgets that you can think about. This is just a little snippet, right? So from Corpus Christi, which is the 16th of June until the 20th of June, we have 15% off on everything inside the store, right? That's our Father's Day sale, 15% off. But from now, just to give you guys a little taste, Dad, we have 20% off on all those face masks, face shield, temperature gun. We have 20% off. So come on down to the Emporium and let us treat you like a king that you are.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Morning, good morning, put a smile on your
advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Hi, good day. We are saying welcome to Stumpy's Emporium, where we have such a large variety of items. I'm here today to let you guys know some of the things that we are doing for our wonderful fathers, right? We have slippers of varying sizes. I'm always talking about, we have it for the very, very large feet. So this here is a size 13 and we even have up to a size 15. Dad always love a nice cup of chocolate tea. So a teacup, you could never go wrong with a teacup, something as small as a teacup. Now we also have the bachelor dad and then we have the dad who loves to be in the kitchen. So we also have like electric kettles, we also have juicers, we also have everybody singing bread maker. Everybody getting into this whole wheat bread and stuff. We have bread makers and we also have vegetable steamers and everybody into this air fryer. So we have some really nice electrical items for that. We even have shavers.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Good morning, Tobago. It's all about Youth Wednesdays, and I am your dynamic youth host, Johnny Campbell. And you know, this weekend there's a lot happening within the Tobago space. There is this show called Daddy Laugh Nah, and they are coming to speak to us about this show this morning. We have joining with us Mr. Leslie Paulson, owner-operator, and Miss Carice Nelson coming to speak with us, and we even have some guests coming to join us online as well, Mr. Kes Ramsey and Alan the Entertainer. So viewers, you all don't want to miss it. But to you in studio, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Just before we get into the formality and, you know, getting into the show, as we're speaking about comedy, I have a little riddle and I hope that one of you all would be able to answer it. You know, don't be afraid. It's very simple. I go in hard, I come out soft. Gosh. You blow me hard, what am I? I will repeat it. I go hard, I come out soft. You blow me hard. What am I?
My God.
What am I?
I think I might need a moment to think about that question because my word. Going soft. Ice cream? A balloon? It could be ice cream, it could be a lolly.
You all along this, you know, a close, you're close, all you're hot.
Ice.
Okay, the answer is chewing gum.
Oh gosh, man, look how far we was.
No, I wasn't that far.
I would have never think about that. Never. I can't tell the last time I had chewing gum though. Yeah.
All right, nice. So, you know, and as we are on the topic of, you know, comedy and laughter, it was good to have that little riddle to start off this interview. But first up, tell us about Purity Entertainment.
All right, so Purity Entertainment is a company that started in basically 2011, but really registered in 2018, right? We are a company where everything that we do, the name is Purity Entertainment. Everything that we do is clean. Everything that we do is clean. There is nothing guile, vile, nothing of the above. Everything that we do is clean. That's the synopsis of Purity Entertainment, right?
All right. I know that you all are hosting this comedy show on Father's Day.
Yes.
Why do you think it was important for you all to host this show to celebrate Father's Day?
No, it started here, right? My team and I, we were actually planning other events, right? And for some strange reason, I just wasn't feeling the events that we were planning. And I said, you know, guys, I really think that we need to do an event for Father's Day. You understand? They said, wow, I said, a comedy show. A comedy show? You sure you want to go that way? I said, yeah, I want to do that. Having a comedy show is like the Daddy Laughter is part of my life story in terms of you're young and you might, talking to dad or doing something foolish, or you might try to make a joke, and for some reason that he just not laughing at all. Serious.
Oh,
and then after he would say, oh gosh, daddy laugh now.
Yeah.
Daddy laugh now.
Daddy laugh now.
Yeah, so I know that a lot of people could attest to what it is that I am saying.
Right.
Because my father's stiff. He could be real stiff. And so that is how the name actually came about. And I was literally on the bed, the head of my bed like this, sit down, and the name just came like that, Daddy Laughner, and that is why we doing it like this. You understand? So people would attest to saying at one point in their life, Daddy, oh gosh, Laughner is a joke I'm trying to make.
Yeah, and it's Father's Day. It's a good time to bring the fathers out, have them do something that is fun, comedic. Fathers always working, is always a tense environment. We want them to come out and relax, to crack a laugh and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, by professionals.
By professionals.
Yeah,
in the Tobago space,
Yeah.
So that's the whole point.
And I must add this, it's not just for dads only.
Right.
It's not for dads. It's for mom, it's for everybody. It's for the entire family. The entire family. Right, as I go again, it's a night of clean fun. You understand? So this is what we stand by, and this is what we are about. Right?
Yeah, so bring up mommy, daddy, all the children. We want to see all in the stands.
No pets.
Allowed.
No pets.
All right, before we go to those that are online, can you tell us some of the comedians that we can expect to see on Sunday?
All right, so as you guys would know that Kes is online, Alan the Entertainer. Actually, let me start by saying Million Laugh is a part of this project, and I want to thank them. I reached out to them in terms of producing the show. Right, so we have Alan the Entertainer, Kes Ramsey, Jonesy, and the boss. We did the boss. The boss. That's the boss. You understand? Yeah, I call him the schoolboy sometime. You understand? Mr. Larry Joseph, he's going to be on the inside come this Sunday at Shaw Park. Yeah.
All right, over to you, Mr. Ramsey and Alan the Entertainer. Good morning. Welcome to the Tobago Updates morning show. It's a pleasure having you here.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
And Mr.
Hi, good morning, guys.
All right, nice. Good morning. Tell us, what does Daddy Laughner mean to you?
All right, so well, as I look at here, my son is actually knocking on my door right now. But yeah, Daddy Laughner is something that when they called me and told me about it, I really wanted to be a part. Tobago has a special place in my heart. I used to come to Tobago with cadets when I was younger to play for the Independence Day Parade. So I used to be in Tobago every August, and have some nice family. I could be a Tobagonian if I had a girlfriend in Tobago and everything, and then she joined the army and leave my boy. Yeah, I could be living over there, but having fathers come out and laugh is something that I really want to be a part of, and can't wait to see the dads laughing, man. I want to make a little joke, want to make a little, have some things. And I am coming to talk to the ladies on your behalf. Remember that Kes Ramsey is coming to talk to the women on your behalf. Things you might want to tell your wife now, you might hurt your feelings. I get tell you for you, right? Don't worry yourself.
I hope you all are listening well. Mr. Ramsey is coming to speak on their behalf.
Yes.
Alan the Entertainer, again, what does Daddy Laughner mean to you?
Hey, good morning to all. Thanks again for the opportunity. I'm listening to the interview, and Polo was making mention of something, and I'm like, daddies don't laugh really is true. But what he failed to realize, or we failed to mention, Tobago daddies different to Trinidaddies. Tobagonians on the whole different. You know the street. You understand? So it's different when it comes to Tobago daddies. So of course, you know Tobagonians don't say good morning. They don't sing good morning. We just come in the room, daddies go say good morning, morning. You understand? We sing Trinidadians, Tobagonians morning. Straight. Serious. You understand? It's different. The culture different. I understand that. You understand? So that is what part of the Tobago culture is, that they're straight. We just actually say things like, I will wait and see. Let me see now. You ask me a question, I don't want to tell you no now. I say, we go see now, we go see. Tobago to tell you straight. No. Yes. They didn't say, you know, wait and see thing. Straight shot. You understand? And it's the same thing as the culture. So I understand. So now it's time for daddies to come out. Of course, I would like to thank you all for the opportunity to bring me the laughs to Tobago to do this comedy. When Polo called me and he said he wants to do a comedy show, I said let's do it. You know, so we put together the team. Million Laughs is actually my company. Sorry to Polo didn't mention it, but it's okay. I ain't looking for fame on that side, but the Million Laughs was founded way back in 2015. And we've been doing comedy in Trinidad. And one of my dreams, my dreams were to always have consistent comedy in Tobago. But I understand the Tobago culture. And my thinking is we would definitely need somebody who's on the ground in Tobago to help champion the cause so we could partner with them and do Tobago and bring comedy to Tobago. And of course, Polo, when he reached out to me, it was like a prayer come true, not just a dream come true. It was like a prayer come true. And I'm like, yeah, there's the door opening here for us to see comedy come across the Tobago in a nice, real, clean, humorous way. And, you know, reaching out to Uncle Larry Joseph and I would have done stuff. And folks around Trinidad would know Alan the Entertainer, Kess and Jonesy and us. They would know us for clean, pure, good, relaxing humor that it's all encompassing. It's not necessarily for either or. It's for the entire family. The entire family can come out and sit down and enjoy good humorous comedy. And working with Uncle Larry over the past couple of years, he would have always known how to adjust his comedy to suit any Million Laughs crowd. Anytime we have a Million Laughs show, he know straight off the bat, clean stuff. You understand? You have children in the mix. You want to make sure everything is clean and people could actually sit down and say, I'd rather cook my children's ears. And that's the thing about doing comedy with Million Laughs as well. Comedy is for, you could bring your children out. You don't have to sit down and cook your children's ears or cover your children's eyes. How they do. This is part and part and parcel as to what Million Laughs production is about as well. So I really want to thank Purity Entertainment for allowing us to come across there and present this style of comedy to the people of Tobago on Father's Day. Fathers, come out with your family. Bring the family out. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna miss out.
Daddy laugh now.
Daddy laugh now, man.
Daddy laugh now.
Oh gosh.
Oh my, Mr. Alan, you are a man of many words.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
No, that's a good thing. That was indeed a mouthful, and I myself am really intrigued to attend this show, and I know that you all will bring the vibes and bring the energy, and of course, the jokes, the laughter that we all want to see.
It's going to be funny.
It's going to be funny.
Thank
you so much for speaking with us, and we do look forward to seeing you, and we know that you all are definitely going to shell it down and ensure that everyone will walk away feeling better come Father's Day. So fathers, come out and get a taste of your local comedians here, right? Back to you all here. There's a statement, laughter is medicine.
Definitely.
Do you all agree?
Totally agree.
Totally
agree.
I think COVID came and COVID ravished a lot of us. We felt it, you understand? And I think it is so fitting at this point. I know there's a lot of events taking place.
Right.
I mean, we could have done different types of events.
That is so true.
You understand? So I said, why not laugh?
Yes.
In this time that we are living in, why not laugh? You understand? So much is happening, and I believe that we need a shift. We need a shift from the norm. You understand? So why not laugh? Daddy laugh now.
You know,
Laugh.
it's so important because, you know, when people are laughing, it improves their mental health.
Yeah.
You know, the state in which that you would interact with persons on a regular basis. When you enter a room with a smile,
Dopamine.
everybody immediately.
Oh, sorry.
Immediately. So we want that for our population. We want that for the persons that are coming to the show, that when they get there, immediately their energy goes up. That's what we want.
Is our vibe.
Thank you.
Is our vibe.
I am also very pleased that you all chose this route because, you know, looking in the Tobago space, you're seeing a lot of events, many brunches, many juve, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm really glad that, you know, you all are diversifying the space and are offering a lot more to Tobagonians. So I'm really happy that you all took the decision to host this comedy show. And, you know, I'm glad that you mentioned that laughter has a lot of health benefits because, fun fact, viewers, one study found that laughing 10 to 15 minutes a day can allow you to lose approximately 40 calories. So viewers, you learn something today. Maybe if you put that into practice, you laugh 10 to 15 minutes every day.
At the rate we go, we had to laugh all day.
Oh my.
Well, I learned something today.
Yes, every day you learn and you grow. And you know,
you think I'm mad after all the laughing?
Possibly, but we will survive.
One thing though, do you believe that the dominance of social media can impact the attendance and, you know, the reception of this kind of show? Because you realize there are a lot of social media personalities on TikTok, on Facebook. You have people like Delilah, Kevin, who people go and listen to. So, you know, there may be some persons who may be of the view, I don't need to pay and go and sit down in a show. I could go and watch one of the Facebook lives and that's my entertainment. What would you have to say for that kind of person?
Okay, well, here's the beauty about it. You may get one style of laughter on social media, but when it comes to a professional setting, you have laughter that is targeted to you. You understand? Our performance, our artists that we are bringing, they are skilled at their craft. And not only that, they are also on social media. You interact with Kes Ramsey and they bring the energy, they bring the vibes on social media. We actually brought a decent blend of performances so that our older folks who know about the Larry and the Jones, you know, they can get into that. The younger folks who know about the Alan, the upper 35 to 40s, they know about him. And then the younger ones, they know about Kes Ramsey because he's all over TikTok, he's all over social media. It was strategically thought out. It's not just about laughing. We know that our Tobago population needs more and they hold us to a high standard, so we're bringing that to the laugh show.
I'm really glad that you really emphasize that you all have that blend, you know, and you're catering for all audiences.
And here's what's the beauty of all of this. We did all of that knowing, you know, this has been such a rough time during COVID. Right. We made sure our prices were low. The tickets are only $150. You can get them at Cache. You can get them at the box office. You can get them at Shore Park. You could get them at Paulson's in
Richmond. And also Dominion Appliances in Scipio Trace Camby.
So we made it very available
to everybody.
So you all could come out and you all could also call us. We are delivering tickets.
So 775-3227. Yeah, definitely. If you want to get your tickets,
me to it.
Deliver.
When I was just about to ask for you all to share the information about the tickets.
I'm going to
ask it still.
It's our fault.
I'm going to give you this last opportunity to market the event. Again, tell somebody why they should really be intrigued to attend this show, and again, share the information.
All right. Well, Tobagonians, you all come out to Daddy Laugh now. We know our fathers work hard. They hold on the families. On top of that, you know, they're serious. We have to really do something to lift their spirits, make them joyous, make them joyful, bring them out to the laugh show. It's going to be a night of clean comedy. You all can pick up your tickets at various locations across the island. And you know what? The price is just right, $150. you know, you can't come out, your dad could come out, it still beat back the brunch box that you was planning to buy, you know. So, you bring out the family. We are waiting on you all. We are ready to serve you all, and definitely check out our locations that the tickets are. They are Caches. Leslie, help us out with the rest.
Yeah, Caches on Tobago, on the mall. Paulson Super Farm in Richmond. Dominion Appliances, Scipio Trace Camby. And the last one is
at the box
office Shaw Park.
Shaw Park
All right?
Cultural Complex.
So Tobago, get ready to laugh. June 19th, this Sunday, it's all about Daddy Laugh now. Get ready.
To laugh. And
get ready to laugh.
Clean
night of clean comedy.
Mr. Person, you really did catch me by surprise. I love that art that you just did there.
Yes, so call me. In commercials.
But before we go, I have one last riddle for you, and this one is an easy one, so I hope you all are able to get it this time. What tastes better than it smells? Again, what tastes better than it smells?
Don't watch me.
Yeah, we're going to a commercial break.
Right now, we're heading to commercial. Over to you at Tobago update.
Yeah.
No, you all have to attempt. Okay, let me just give the answer quickly. The answer is your tongue.
Man, we'll never get that. Is what going on here?
My God.
Yes. This was really an engaging interview with Mr. Leslie Paulson and Miss Carice Nelson coming to speak to us about Daddy Laughner. Fathers and the family, make sure to attend this event come this Father's Day. Thank you so much for joining us. It was indeed a pleasure
Thank you for having us.
you. And on behalf of the Tobago Updates family, we wish you all the best, and we do look forward to more events coming from Purity Entertainment.
More coming, yeah.
And as we are on the topic of Father's Day, let me just share with you some information. Worried about what to give your dad for Father's Day? Well, just exhale with Exhale Spa by Helen, located in Cuckoo Avenue, Susseland. They are offering a special retreat for dads, which include a pedicure, back massage, beer, Big Daddy chocolate, bar, and non-alcoholic wine. All for the low price of $600. Get out there other specials too on packages when you call them at 730-0149 to book your dad a spa day to exhale. Thank you, viewers. Remember to stay tuned to the Tobago Updates morning show. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Not tough like this, rough like this, and them not nice like this. Some can't take it when you talk true sense. Rather hear the words that glorify nonsense. Yes, and I got my brain, and I'm pretty.
Advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, We can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Opulence Promotion takes you to a musical paradise with Utopia. On Sunday, June 19th, the Buku Historical Park would come alive from 2 to 10 p.m. as TNT's most versatile jazz, reggae, soca, and Afrobeat artists grace the stage. Indulge in Tobago's rich cuisine and be captivated by pieces from Tobago's creative artisans at Utopia, the hybrid jazz experience, a fusion of music, food, and art. Tickets available online at islandetickets.com, in stores at Penny Saver Supermarket Canaan, Guy's AutoZone, Pure Vanity Lowlands. Call 716-6797 for more information.
Feeling drained, tired or ill? Jumpstart your health journey at Swift International Majuba Trace Lifestyle Center with our New Start Weekend. Date June 16th to the 20th. Venue number 12 Majuba Trace, Goodwood, Tobago. Explore the 8 laws of health. New Start. Enjoy delicious and nutritious meals from our Back to Eden restaurant. Get in your sunshine, water, air, and exercise with our nature tours. Treat yourself to any of our therapies, body scans, hydrotherapy, sauna, massage, and much more. Learn more about maintaining your overall health all weekend long. Special package deals available. Don't miss out. Call and book now. For more information, you can contact us at 635-1923 or 49 Swift 7-9438.
It was an enthralling return for the cultural arts to the competitive stage. Bringing greetings on behalf of the Department of Culture was Acting Cultural Officer 2, Jesse Taylor. He says he's proud to see the strides Tobagonian participants have made in the Best Village competition over the years.
I have witnessed the emergence of the creative ecology. I have taken note of the numerous participants in Tobago who have set and raised the bar in various aspects of this competition. For our practitioners continues to utilize this as a nucleus for sustainability, preservation, and education, blending harmoniously with other key elements and staples and activities on this island, essentially making it the diverse wealth of innovators and entrepreneurs that we now boast of.
Also happy to see the return of the staging of Tobago's culture was Secretary Tashia Boris.
This competition represents the best opportunity to record and preserve the development of our historical and environmental sites throughout the island. This serves as an additional avenue for creation of noteworthy content, showcasing our island's cultural offerings as part of our continued tourism trust. Our sincere hope is that the togetherness and camaraderie fostered during this competition would inspire our communities to continuously support, participate, and keep alive our traditions and culture in an organic and structured manner.
Following formalities were the Tobago folk presentations. They started with the literature categories, dramatized literature, folk musicals, the Larian Reveille category, and dance.
My name is not even Candace. Why I have to live like this? And how you thought I was stush when we first meet? You barely just glimpsed me coming up the street.
Oh wait, that can be a function at church. No, don't let everybody have to wait. Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, yeah. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Till I come and me walk over. Rub up the sawdust and give him. This is to drink it and treat it fat. You will tell me that. Say,
To catch the highlights of this year's Tobago preliminaries of the Prime Minister's Best Village competition, visit the Facebook page of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Sunday, June the 19th, all roads lead to Fort Granby, Tobago for the long-awaited Car Meet and Fun Day. The action kicks off from 10 a.m. featuring 7-a-side small goal football competition. First prize, $4,000. Car show with over $10,000 in prizes to be won. Hosted by yours truly, MC Active High. Bike competition, most customized bike, show your bike skills. Loudest bike, featuring reggae superstar out of Mount St. George, Tobago, Stephanie Joseph. Car Meet and Fun Day. Come check out our kids zone, fully stocked bar, and food will be on sale. Come zest with your favorite DJs. Sampler Sound, Article Fire, DJ Longboy, Viking, Selector 6, Selector Mickey. It's all brought to you by your area representative for Mount St. George Goodwood, Assemblyman Megan Morrison.
How to make you feel it, just how to make you feel it, just how to make you feel it.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning. Good morning.
Back to Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays. I am yours truly, Aliyah Holder. And to end off this morning show, we have with us Mr. Rundle, who is the coordinator for the Car Meet and Fun Day by Assemblyman Megan Morrison. Good morning to you, and how are you this morning?
Aliyah, I am fine, and how are you?
I am fine indeed. Let's get straight into things. So tell us, what is this Car Meet and Fun Day all about?
Alright, well, as the name says, it's a Car Meet and Fun Day. Right? In planning this event, we wanted to do something to engage the entire family. We recognized that it was Father's Day also because we had the date set. So we decided, why not do a fun day, right? Have a kids' fun zone. And also we know men and the cars, right? So we decided to incorporate the car show aspect. Later down we thought Mount St. George, Goodwood, these villages are known for sports football. So we also incorporated a 7-a-side football competition.
And I see that on the flyer says you have a bike show and a kids village. Could you explain what that is for me?
Right. So the kids village, in the kids village, that starts at 10 a.m. in the morning. We have bouncy castle, face painting, which is free. Cotton candy is free. We're also giving away 25 hot dogs to the first 25 kids. Right. The bike show. We recognize that the bike aspect is a growing sport in Tobago. Right. So this was a last-minute addition.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, the bike aspect, the category for the bike aspect, we have most customized bike, show your skills, and the loudest bike.
But for people like myself who actually embody a kid, oh, what you can tell me, I can get a hot dog and I can get face painting and all. Oh,
No, well,
could come and just line up as a child.
Well, we are treating the kids. That's why we said free face painting, free hot dogs. The adults, you all can support the event by purchasing hot dog. If you are interested in the face painting, you can patronize that as well.
Also, tell the viewers and those looking on, where will this take place and when is it happening?
All right, this event is happening this Sunday from 10 a.m. at the Fort Granby Beach Facility.
Fort Granby Beach Facility, that's where exactly?
Fort Granby Beach Facility is located just after Mount St. George, before Goodwood. It's on the right-hand side, heading to the country, just after Mount St. George Studley Park.
So after Study Park by the Korea on the right-hand side, the
Yes,
beach
on the
Germany.
right-hand side, there's a big sign saying Fort Granby Beach Facility. You proceed and come right down inside.
All right. And for the viewers who just don't want to come and see our car show and a whole bike and all these stuff, tell them what entertainment will be there to intrigue them, to have them relax. We know it's Father's Day. They're not just going to leave home to come and see car and face painting and these things. What entertainment is there for us?
It's a good thing you asked that question because we also have beer drinking competition. We have ring toss also. It's a long time we haven't seen these kind of activities. And in the night, to end off the night's proceedings, we have a wide range of DJs, right? We also have a guest artist, Miss Stephanie Joseph, right? I will just name a few of the DJs, right? They are also from within the district also. We have Selector 6, Selector Mickey, Sampler Songs, Article Fire, and DJ Longboy.
Right. And tell us, how do persons get, do you have to register to come to this event? Do you just buy a ticket and show up? How do I get to go to this event?
Okay, so the event is free for persons wishing to participate in the football competition. You can contact, you have to register $100 per team, right? You can contact 242-3871, right? That's for the football aspect. And for the car show aspect, we have different categories. It's also $100 per category. And you can contact myself, Rondell, at 491-4768.
All right. So guys, you heard it from the coordinator himself that this takes place on June the 19th at Fort Granby. One more time again?
It's from 10 a.m. until.
From 10 a.m. until, so June the 19th, Fort Granby, 10 a.m. until. There's lots in store for you guys. There's car show, bike show, face painting. For the kids, the first 25 kids there are 25 hot dogs to be given away. Congratulations to Assemblyman Megan Mercer on this initiative. And I do hope that all the fathers come out and support, and everyone come out and support. Thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview with us. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Pre-qualification notice deadline 30th June 2022. The Tobago Regional Health Authority (TRHA) is updating its current list of pre-qualified contractors, suppliers, consultancy firms and sole traders to ensure compliance with the mandate of the procurement regulations of Trinidad and Tobago. All interested contractors and suppliers desirous of entering into business arrangements with the TRHA are invited to engage in the pre-qualification of suppliers registration process. For more information, visit the following link: trha.page.link/tenders.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving
Back
from
to the Tobago Update Morning Show. It's all about Youth Wednesday. Alia, I must say I really enjoyed the show this morning.
Yes, it was a really, really interesting show. And I must say that it was a good thing that you had that riddle, because my answer would have been PG-13. So, it was a good thing that riddle was yours.
Oh my.
Because I did, and I'm like, That is not the answer. The answer is what Johnny said. Okay, no problem. Because I thought PG-13.
PG-13, I mean PG-18.
Rated R.
Rated R.
Rated R. But here we go to Tobago back in the day photo. So to have the viewers guess where this is. Johnny, try your hand now.
I am ashamed right now. I have to say I was a history student.
But remember in school, I was a history student too. We never learned about Tobago history.
That's the next thing. We never learned anything about
You
Tobago
were Columbus and who come from there. And
oh my. I know I'm calling now.
so let's see who on the live gets the answer correct.
Yeah, I really hope one of our viewers would be able to get the correct answer.
But this is like so easy.
I don't find it easy.
Well, the place hasn't changed up much.
Really?
Yes.
I don't recognize this place.
It hasn't changed up much at all. So again, the viewers a minute again.
A minute?
Yes, they're taking 30 seconds. But in the answer.
They probably don't know the answer earlier. I feel.
Okay, so Friday when Julian and Rhea comes, they will give you all the answer. But this is really easy, guys. You all are letting us down. We are young and we know the answer. No, the producers didn't tell us.
Alia, you know the answer.
Okay, I know the answer. Somebody said Mount Zervin. No. It was like so off. But thank you so much, viewers. I did enjoy the show with Johnny this morning. It was an interesting show. It was a marvelous show. Oh, we forgot to say good morning to Dwayne. I hope that you are doing better than you were this morning. And I hope that today goes well for you.
Yes, indeed, Dwayne. We miss you, we love you, and we hope to see you.
So, viewers, remember that we have Good Morning Tobago with Candice Jackson. And I hope that you all stay on and support. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Good morning, morning, good morning. I wanna share my love, but it's gotta be with someone who's precious. You're never gonna get my love, accepting that you're real, real precious. You're never gonna cramp my style, baby, cause I get a lot of pleasure. And if you wanna test my style, you better have a whole lot of measure. Cause I'm a rock back chick, never tag along the never look back chick. Trendy, a little crazy, intelligently singing rock back chick. No sticks, no stones, or any kind of weapon don't belong here. I don't wanna break no bones, I just want a microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile.
Opulence Promotion takes you to a musical paradise with Utopia. On Sunday, June 19th, the Buku Historical Park would come alive from 2 to 10 p.m. as TNT's most versatile jazz, reggae, soca, and Afrobeat artists grace the stage. Indulge in Tobago's rich cuisine and be captivated by pieces from Tobago's creative artisans at Utopia, a hybrid jazz experience, a fusion of music, food, and art. Tickets available online at islandetickets.com, in stores at Penny Saver Supermarket Canaan, Guy's AutoZone, Pure Vanity Lowlands. Call 716-6797 for more information.
Feeling drained, tired or ill? Jumpstart your health journey at Swift International Majuba Trace Lifestyle Center with our New Start Weekend. Date June 16th to the 20th. Venue number 12 Majuba Trace, Goodwood, Tobago. Explore the 8 laws of health. New Start. Enjoy delicious and nutritious meals from our Back to Eden restaurant. Get in your sunshine, water, air and exercise with our nature tours. Treat yourself to any of our therapies, body scans, hydrotherapy, sauna, massage and much more. Learn more about maintaining your overall health all weekend long. Special package deals available. Don't miss out. Call and book now. For more information, you can contact us at 635-1923 or 49 Swift 7-9438.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates. Na 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Na 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 na. Wake up with Candace and Denicia. Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Tobago.
Good morning, Tobago on Tobago Updates. For your source for current affairs in Tobago, Trinidad and the region. With the perfect conversations to complement your morning routine, I am Candace Jackson. Let's get into the news in 90 seconds. Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez is assuring Tobagonians that they will soon receive improvements in their water supply. Gonzalez was responding to a question in the Senate yesterday regarding the reliability of water supply in the country. He said the Tobago Water Supply Improvement Program will be rolled out in the coming months and Tobagonians can experience increased supplies of water. Meanwhile, the minister announced that within the last few months, WASA has improved their 24-hour supply to the country from 30% of customers to 40%. There was no agreement between the Communications Workers Union and TSCT about restructuring and laying off of workers. TSCT says they had several meetings with the union over the past 4 months where matters of restructuring were discussed. They claim that there was consensus on the way forward. However, Secretary General of CWU, Clyde Elder, refutes those claims. He says even though the matter was brought up in the meetings, the union never agreed to TSCT's decisions. 2 weeks ago, 468 workers received termination notices. Over 40 workers in Tobago were affected. Meanwhile, the Chief Personnel Officer has increased the offer for salary increase to police officers from 2% to 4%. Last month, the CPO proposed an offer of 2% to all public officers for the period 2014 to 2021. Unions joined together and protested this proposal. However, the offer was not decided upon as negotiations are ongoing with all unions separately. Police officers are the only union so far to be offered a higher proposal and they are not in agreement. Several other unions are scheduled to meet with the CPO later this week and they all agree that they are not prepared to accept a 4% offer. And that was the news in 90 seconds. And of course, as you can see, that there's a lot happening where unions and public servants are concerned. That discussion continues. And we're also getting ready for Labor Day coming up on Sunday. And there is supposed to be a massive protest that is occurring on Sunday. And of course, this is going to be speaking towards the disagreements with the CPO and these proposals. The unions are calling for more money because, you know, there has been no salary increase since 2013. There's been no negotiations that happened in the past few years. So this issue continues to be plaguing public servants around the country. I know that Tutor and a couple other unions are supposed to be meeting with the CPO later this week. And of course, they say that 4% is still not good enough for them to offer. But of course, moving into our conversations this morning, of course, sort of union related, we are being joined by Mr. Kevin Phillips of the CWU, and he is going to be talking to us a little bit about what's been happening with TST workers. We saw TST sent out this release yesterday stating that, you know, there was agreement between the union and TST as to, you know, retrenchments and the restructuring that's been happening. So, Mr. Phillips, good morning and welcome to you.
Pleasant good morning, Ms. Jackson, and to all of your viewers. And thank you very much for affording the Communication Workers Union the opportunity to come on Set on Tobago Updates. It's definitely a demonstration of responsible journalism.
Great, thank you so much. So I just want to get into the matter. So TST says that there was consensus, that there was agreement on that move, that retrenchment, that restructuring. But the CWU says no, there was no agreement. So can you enlighten us as to what those discussions were like over the past few months?
Right, so to get into that, I have the privilege of being the education officer for the National Executive for the Communication Workers Union. There are 11 executives, and those executive officers, we are the immediate body that engages in discussions with TSTT's management or any management body where we have recognized majority union status. And I was privy to all of those discussions, whether it would have been virtual, whether it would have been written, and at no point in time did the Communication Workers Union or any responsible union would agree to management engaging in the amputation of its operations, for lack of a better term. We never agreed. It is common knowledge, I would like to believe it is common knowledge, that according to industrial relations and according to corporate law, that management has the reserve right to manage. And in accordance to Act 32 of 1985, which is Chapter 8813 of the Laws of Trinidad and Tobago, which is the Retrenchment and Severance Benefit Act, there are guidelines that if management believes that in order to optimize, like quote unquote, optimize the operations, and it requires the reduction of headcount, there is the procedural nature that one embarks upon. Part of that is consultation. Yes. What we engaged in, or what the Communication Workers Union would have been confronted, and I use that strong word, confronted with, was more of an advisory. There wasn't a situation, okay, tell me what you think. Do you think that this, representing the persons that actually operationalize the company's strategy, do you think that this is the best way forward? That did not happen. We were merely advised. And Ms. Jackson, as a matter of fact, I want to elaborate on how did the union and the people of Trinidad and Tobago actually find out or discover.
Because I was just going to say, I mean, what about what happened in the last meeting that you guys had before this announcement was made public?
Right. So in 2018, you know, that there was a restructuring exercise that would have seen 500 persons leaving the organization. And then in 2021, in NEL, imagine that, in the National Enterprise Limited, they hold 51% of TSTT shares on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And in their audited financial statements in 2021, last March, that is where we saw, in the last, the second to last paragraph, mention was made that they're going to continue a restructuring exercise. And when the Secretary General saw that, he said, wait. Red light. So they're going to continue with the union, neither the workers that are responsible for TSTT's profitability, they weren't even informed in the right way. We saw it in a NEL report, and that is when TSTT denied any further restructuring, and the Communication Workers Union started to put it out in the public space that NEL, the person holding the 51% shares, is saying that you all are embarking upon that. It therefore means that you have to have discussion with the board of directors and the major stakeholders stakeholders, including the government, about this, and there was approval. So that's how the public and the workers of TSCT found out.
So are you saying that TSCT has not been truthful or upfront and transparent with the union about what was happening?
Absolutely. They have not, and it took the adamant advocacy and the constant pushing and peering and prying of the Communication Workers Union to get that truth out. And I just want it to be established that the CW doesn't have an adversarial approach to change in it. Change is a constant that is inevitable, but it's the rate and pace and the rational use to introduce that change. And during the discussions, we have always told them, if you have a bakery,
yes,
and the product, you are the core product, the core of your business, you're selling bread, and the complaint is the quality of the bread, and it is on the basis that you are bringing inferior wheat or inferior flour, or that your oven is breaking down, are you going to fire the person that makes the bread? You have to look at your management strategy. You have to look at your operational strategy. Do you have a good oven? Are you bringing in the best quality wheat or flour so that the end product for the consumer is going to be to the extent that your business is going to be profitable? That is this type of analogy that we brought to them.
Right. So one of the things that was included in the release was that there was a surplus of workers, at least from the TSCT standpoint, that there was a surplus of workers. Now, I want to get from you, is that so? Like, does the union believe that the situation was true, that warranted such a decision to let go of so many workers?
And that's a very good question, Ms. Jackson. First and foremost, surplus is subject to interpretation, as in a sense, the public may not know, but to serve this entire country, more than 985,000 customers, we had 1,298 members of junior and senior staff. That was cut down to 800, and now in this exercise, we have less than 300 remaining to serve the entire population of Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow.
Surplus is subject to interpretation, and that is why we asked, what was the formula mechanism that you all used to inform your manpower planning moving forward? Because as of a result, after July the 15th, the question, because I'm still an employer at TSCT, I'm wondering, and we are asking ourselves, those that remain, are we going to be slaved down to the very sweat and marrow of our bones? Because there isn't a plan of continuity. And what the union is particularly concerned about is not just its members and who are paying dues in it. We are concerned about the service support and service delivery component. And no matter how much technological changes take place within ICT and technology, it is still a manpower intensive sector.
Yes.
Until we have drones and robots going to install phones and internet at people's home, and we have robots self-driving Tesla trucks that install cables, that when communities, when that fiber optic cable, but after July the 15th, we don't have anybody to do that.
And I know, like in Tobago specifically, there was a lot of the workers from the cable part of it.
Oh, yes.
That pretty much all of them went home.
Yes.
So how will that part of the plant be maintained? Because that is a massive plant around the island.
Correct. And we have been asking, and fiber optic cable run through the entire 116 square mile space. And even yesterday we had challenges, and we were wondering who would be here or available to repair, because fiber optic cable, as you know, it's glass.
Yes.
And it's a fusion process.
And it requires a specific skill.
Exactly. And we had asked the company, in your manpower planning, if it is that you are not on a suicide mission for TSTT, or you're not set out on a particular agenda, TSTT, if it is within your vision and mission, if you have one, is poised for profitability, there must be a manpower plan and a span of control that ensures that there's effective delivery of service. People are already complaining about the service. Don't try to have a phone call passing light and life to save your life, because you literally may not have your life because of the job call. And we are speaking about that. The core business of TSTT is providing a technological service.
Yes.
And this technological service requires a certain amount of maintenance. It is maintenance intensive, it is capital expenditure intensive, but once it is done in the correct manner with the right human resource and support, it will be profitable, and all stakeholders, including the valued customers, they will be happy as well. And we said all of that, and TSTT decided to, as we say in Tobago, put stick in our ears. The management, they stuck very big sticks in their ears and continued with an exercise. So really and truly, what we agreed with is that TSTT broke the law, chapter 88:13, that they did not follow the retrenchment process from a procedural standpoint, that you're supposed to give the 45 days notice. What they did, they gave personal letters stating, okay, with immediate effect, now come back in my place, as you would say here. Yes. And that is not in accordance to the law. There are certain requirements that must be satisfied by law, and that 45 days notification period, that is a primary component of that. And we carried the TSTT management, the company, to the courts of law, and they would have obviously determined that TSTT was in breach and in violation of the Retrenchment and Severance Benefit Act. TSTT's lawyers would have well, they conceded to that and decided that they would engage in out-of-court discussions with us, because they obviously knew it's not about caring about people but dollars and cents.
Yes. That
it would now require millions more payment if it is that retrenchment notification was pushed back further. And I would like to believe that their shareholders and their foreign investors are saying, hey, you would have promised so by so would have happened by this time, and now it's been delayed and it's costing us and our return on investment. So they had no other choice but to engage in discussions out of court with the union, and the union said, but this is what we were trying to tell you all the time, the procedural aspect. If you want to retrench and we object, and you still want to go ahead and carry this company on a suicide mission, you do it your way. But we are going to be advocates and upholders and custodians and vanguards of the law as we see it, and that is what we agreed to, that you must uphold the law. So a consent order was sent, and the consent order basically tells the court, here what, we have now agreed upon the procedural nature of the RSBA. The company has conceded that it would have made some missteps or FOPA with regards to not following rudimentary and fundamental practices of industrial relations. That is what we agreed to. We didn't agree to restructuring. The Communication Workers Union would never agree to, as I said, the amputation of delivering service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Especially when it involves like 376 members, right? Because of course the balance of the 468 were with people that were not part of the union.
Correct, correct.
So give me an idea of how many workers are left in Tobago after this retrenchment.
Oh my, the percentage, the head count is one that is frightening to serve this island. The amount of fixed lines that we have, the cell service distribution sites that we have, our broadband sites, it's less than 35 persons, and these 35 persons are now required to deliver broadband service. They are now required to deliver enterprise services to our corporate customers, the hotels, the Tobago House of Assembly, which is the largest enterprise customer.
Yes.
They are now required to service the generators and all the ancillary services that support these sites, the towers, all of the equipment, and also serve customers on what I call now, and this is sad, my metaphors try to bring across how I feel about the situation, the skeletal remains of TSTT's operations. And these persons, they obviously will be overworked if there is no real plan for continuity, and if they are overworked and they are not able to deliver the service in the most efficient and effective of ways, the organization will not be able to generate that revenue earning capacity. Definitely wouldn't, because it's not a charity, it's about business. And people work in the business so that it will be profitable, that the stakeholders, which include the government, that they would get return on investment. This has been an organization, TSTT has made nothing less than $2.4 billion in gross annual revenue for more than 31 years. And for one to now impair their revenue generating ability by cutting its limbs off, there must be some plan. And it's only fair that the people of Trinidad and Tobago, not just the CWU, but the people of Trinidad and Tobago that have 51% shareholders know what that plan is with regard to the technological patrimony. It belongs to the people.
Yes.
And it is only fair that the management, the board, and the government inform the people of this nation, what is your plan for our company, or our stake, our majority stake in this company? Are you going to destroy it, or are you going to build it?
So are you saying that there has been no discussions following that retrenchment notice, no discussions with workers or the CWU as to how they are now going to go forward with the skeletal staff, as you say?
And that's a very important question. And the truth and fact is, there has been no meaningful discussion, as in a sense, the psychological impact on persons that would have been working for 2 decades, 14 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be. You were given security in tenure in an organization. You would have now engendered your life's operations, whether your personal life, your financial life, all the other subcomponents of your existence around the financial ability that you have, or the fiscal stability from this job. And then you're just abruptly cut off and told, don't come back after today. That was May the 31st. Yes. There were persons that were going out to work, Ms. Jackson, and in less than 7 minutes they had to return because via email correspondence they were told, you're not working here anymore. And that's why the CW carried TSTT to court for that. The psychological impact, the emotional, that disruption, it is supposed to be handled in a particular manner. In 2018, it was done in a more humane manner. There were exercises called the way forward, where persons would have been sensitized about other avenues and alternatives and restructuring and renavigating their life on a particular path. You know, all that jargon to make people feel nice.
Of course.
But the landing was quite a bit more soft on the runway.
As opposed to now, when we're, beginning to recover from the pandemic and things are quite difficult within the employment sector.
Yeah, because the socio-economic aspect of it as well. We would have seen news about people getting $800 and something thousand and $1 million. That is not entirely true. For one to achieve those figures, you have to be working for like 30 years, 27 years, and you have to be at a particular grade. There are 9 different grades, from grade 1 to 9 in the junior staff bargaining unit, and about 4 to 6 in the senior staff bargaining unit. You have to be at the top of those grades to get that kind of money, and that is before tax. The first 500,000, that's non-taxable, but the other part of it, the other portion, is taxable. And imagine, when one gets the money after the tax has been taken out or deducted, obviously we also know that persons that we have our financial responsibilities, yes. You would have been owing on a mortgage, a loan, a car loan, a study loan, whatever. When that is taken out and you have no passive income or real income coming in again, and one cannot live on what you would have received as a severance package unless you have some level of investment or something that you would have been able to inject that into, so that it now continues as a constant bringing in revenue. After that, and in an environment coming out of a pandemic, and the work climate is constantly changing.
Yes, because we saw yesterday over 100 workers from Unilever got sent home, and we're seeing more reports of that happening. So it begs the question, where are all these workers going to go?
Correct. And also the impact on the state. When these 376 bargaining unit staff, when they are no longer within the employ of TSTT, we have already done our calculations that PAYE, pay as you earn, contributions to the state is going to be reduced by more than $1.8 million every month.
So in a sense that the state is, by making these decisions, the state is getting less money.
Correct. Correct.
Wow, some interesting things coming out. And of course, I mean, we are going to keep continuing this discussion because this situation does not end today. And it does not end with that notice that we got from TSCT yesterday. What is one thing that you would like TSCT to know and the country to know about this situation?
What I would like TSTT and the country to know is that the Communication Workers Union would have tried its utmost best and uphold its responsibility from the get-go. It has always had. It is an organization that is over 6 decades old, and the reason why it is more than 6 decades old is due to the fact that it has always been a responsible organization and an advocate for decent work and a strong voice for working class advocacy as well. The Communication Workers Union, it does, as I said before, Ms. Jackson, it does not oppose to change. But there are options as a responsible organization that we pleaded with TSTT to embark upon. There is the option to retrain, there's the option to retool, there's the option to redeploy, and TSTT could have been innovative and diversify its operations and now further enhance its revenue earning capacity by retraining, retooling, and redeploying persons. And if they had gone about it in a more humane manner, offer persons a voluntary separation package. There are persons who would have said, I think I would have done my time and it's time now to move on. Yes. And if there was proper succession planning prior to this, where that institutional knowledge could have been passed on to persons who would remain, so that there will be continuity in a way that is amicable not only to the members of the Communication Workers Union, not only to TSTT, but the people that are viewing this program via the same internet connection, which I'm quite sure is TSTT providing that internet connection, via that same internet connection, for it to be stable, for it to be constant, because it's no longer just about a telephone in your house. Yes. It's your security system in your house. It's your broadband connection. It's your work.
It becomes just as important as electricity.
Yeah, it is. It's thank you. It's an essential service. It's no longer a luxury or a value-added component within your home. It's the lifeblood. And if we're talking about digital transformation and automation, the backbone of that, the vertebrae of that, is connectivity.
Right.
And the Communication Workers Union, we continue to advocate to TSTT that as a stakeholder, you need to be responsible, not only to us, but the people of Trinidad and Tobago that depend on you delivering an effective and high-quality product to them.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mr. Phillips, for coming to speak with us this morning and to giving us an idea and responding, of course, to what TST would have said yesterday about, you know, what's been happening. And like I said, we'll be continuing this conversation as we go forward and more developments happen. But, well, viewers, you know, we're coming to the end of the program. And, you know, we're getting ready to go off into a public holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow is Corpus Christi. And as the rain gave you a little indication of what time of the year it is, of course, it's a time to plant, to grow something. So, you know, be able to go out there, try to go and plant something. You know, Corpus Christi is the best day of the year to plant something. So go ahead. I mean, you know, it's tough times. We all could do with more things that are grown by us to carry down our food bill, to you know, even just to help gain a little bit of economic, a little bit of revenue. You know, you could sell a little thing here and there. So, you know, go out and get. I think there's supposed to be some seedlings distributions that's going to be happening at the Port Mall as well. So, you know, get engaged, get some plants and plant. And we'll see you again on Friday. That's it from me, Candace Jackson, for the Good Morning Show on Tobago Updates.
The passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and